Morning, everybody. The wind, I don't know whether you can hear it, but it's really, really blowing. It's rattling the window pane. It's that bad at the minute. Really windy, really rain or sleet, I'm not sure. But it's so cold. I've got my thermals on. Got my thermals on. I can't stand the cold, honestly. I've always been the same, always. I think I've always been anemic as well, so that's probably one of the things why I feel it more. But I can't tolerate it, honestly. I haven't come back on to do that reading for you, the relaxation for de-stressing, because the mic that I bought wasn't working. It was just useless, and I thought it was me, maybe, but my son's tried and my grandson's tried, and it's not working, it's no good, so that's had to go back. And I've sent for another one, so we'll see how that one goes. So I'm on my iPad at the minute in my bedroom, where I've been sitting reading. It's about, 10 o'clock now, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not sure whether I've got any visitors today. If I haven't, I want to come on and do another video or two. Weight loss, which I started last Monday. Not calorie counting particularly, not doing anything except being sensible, not eating a load of junk like I have been eating over Christmas and the New Year. Stopped all that and cut down. I can't quite cut out the sugar in my tea, so I've cut down on it. And I've got some stevia, which I'm going to start using as a replacement for the sugar. I just need my sugar in my tea. It's a bad habit, I know. Foodie Beauty, I've been watching what's been going on with Foodie and French Fried Girl and other YouTubers, and I have to say that there's a lot that I won't even comment on or get involved in, because it's turning pretty nasty, I think. Pretty nasty and bordering on bullying from both sides, and that is not something that I want anything to do with. I'll comment on the videos, I'll comment on the nonsense, but as for attacking people in certain ways that could cause them harm, I won't do that. And so I'm going to leave it for the time being, like I left it over Christmas, see how things pan out there. I think Foodie's going to have to pull something out of the bag to save her channel, certainly. I think she's gone a little bit too far to save face, which she's sort of trying to do now, I think. But I think she's just got to own up to what she's done wrong, own up to her mistakes, and go from there. She won't, of course, but maybe there's a way around it, maybe not. If Nada disappeared off the scene, that would be a big improvement. I mean, I've still got this chill hanging on. He's still hanging on, isn't he, to that channel, which is Foodie's second channel, and which she handed to him on a plate. I think he's got about 7,000 subscribers and no content apart from hello guys, hello guys, hello guys, and a little bit of inept cooking. So, but whatever rocks your boat, I think people who subscribe to him are absolutely ridiculous, and people who give money are even more ridiculous. Crazy. I watched yesterday, I think it was, last night. I love Doctor Now, and I've watched quite a few of the £600 Life. Don't ask me why. I just like to see people, I think, overcoming their struggles. And I think he's such a wonderful man, the way he helps them, he encourages them, but he'll take no rubbish, no garbage from them. He's very, very firm. And I was watching one yesterday, and it was this woman, and she needed to lose, I think Dr. Now said, £50 in 2 months. So she'd got a boyfriend, a bit of an odd bod really, the way he was, because he was feeding her all this rubbish, and she was eating it as well. But anyway, he, the boyfriend, got his sister to drive the two of them to Texas, from wherever it was they were from, I can't remember. But it was a 5-day journey. 5 days driving. And Dr. Now said to her, don't want to put you through the strain of coming back and forth, so lose £50 in 2 months and we'll Skype. So what she did, she didn't lose the weight. I think I'm missing out bits here, but she didn't lose the weight, and decided, without consulting with Dr. Now, that they were going to up sticks, she and her boyfriend, who had proposed marriage to her by this time. They were going to up sticks and move to Texas, to Houston. So they got the trailer, all her stuff in the trailer, all her belongings, all her worldly goods, except what she got in her carry-on bag. And his sister, again, drove them to Texas. Well, part way there, I think they were only about 5 hours away, I'm not sure. At a gas station, she stopped the car, and she and Lacey, Sharon, his sister, and Lacey were arguing like demons. And Sharon was saying, you don't help yourself, this and this, and she was really laying into her. She wasn't wrong, but she was wrong the way she said things. She was very, very aggressive to Lacey, and I felt sorry for her. So her boyfriend didn't intervene to stop it. So Lacey got out the car, and the upshot of it was that the sister talked her brother into believing that it wasn't a good relationship for him after all. And they upped. Lacey called the police because she was frightened to get back in the car, and with all that was going on, the police came and discussed things with Lacey and with her fiancé, ex-fiancé now, Ricky. And I think Lacey had to get a hotel room, and the other two just drove off, Ricky and Lacey. And if ever you see my video, you pair of obnoxious people. You sold all no you didn't, you gave all her belongings, her furniture, everything, things that couldn't be replaced. You dumped it all in a charity shop. How mean is that? Couldn't you have just kept it, put it in a garage somewhere, so when things cooled down she could fetch it? Anyway, that's what they did. Dumped all her stuff into a charity shop, and she was just left with the carry-on bag, what she got. And she said herself, there's things that can't be replaced. So she phoned a friend, I think it was somebody she'd met online, she'd known for a few years, to come and help her. And this friend lived where Lacey had been living, in Washington, New State, somewhere. And she came down because Lacey was stranded, picked her up, instead of going to Dr. Oh yes, they did go to Dr. Now's, pardon me. They went to see Dr. Now, and Lacey explained that the engagement was off, that the apartment in Euston had fallen through, that she'd given up her apartment back home, so now she was homeless. Well, she'd only lost £12, not the 50 that she was told to lose. So that was a bad omen for a start. And Dr. Now said, you know, you need to go back for a couple of months, get your life sorted out, and then maybe get back on the programme. So this friend drove her back. She did say that maybe Lacey could move in with them, but they changed their minds, and I can understand that. You know, a stranger living with you when you've got a husband and children, it's a strain, would be a strain. But later she helped her, and Lacey got her old apartment back. No furniture, nothing in it. It's all been dumped at the charity shop. And I've told that story just as an indication how mean people can be, how easily his sister could change his mind. And that happens online a lot, that people, you know, cross over from one person to the next, not really knowing what they're doing, where they're going, and not realising how some of the remarks that they hurl at people, the abusive remarks with bad language, how it can really cut into the core of somebody. But if you want to watch that, it's Lacey, Lacey, I think, Lacey's Journey, Dr. Now, and you'll be able to find it on my £600 life, and it's worth watching, I think. It's both sad and it just amazes you at people's stupidity, really, to up and leave everything to go there without even losing the weight that she was supposed to lose. It was a very silly move. Anyhow, I will hopefully be back later. So hopefully, I don't know if my son comes. I may not be, but we'll see. And I might do the reading on this actually, unless my new mic comes. I ordered it yesterday and I can get that going. Okay, I'll speak to you later. Have a great Saturday, everybody. It is Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. Have a great Saturday. Bye-bye.